My name is Dan Isgett, and I want to start by saying that I'm an unashamed Christian, and I'll never back down from that testimony. I've only got 15 seconds. I cannot touch my record in 15 seconds and cover everything. I have a newspaper out here, Dan Isgett for Sheriff's, my website, and my Facebook page. Please look it up for me. Thank you very much for having us.
Question 2 for Group 2. This is a good one. What unique characteristics make you a better candidate than others participating in this forum?
My name is Dan Isgett. I have 27 years with the Charleston County Sheriff's Office. The Charleston County Sheriff's Office is widely believed to be one of the most professional law enforcement agencies in the Southeast, and that's where I learned to be a law enforcement officer. It's different learning with the Sheriff's Office than it is a police department or some other agency, and that's very important. But what really sets me apart is my job that I do on the side as a law enforcement consultant. I've been doing that for 10 years, and I'm an expert in that area. I go to only gold standard assessments now, and I look at every function of the Sheriff's Office, Police Department, Public Safety Agency to look at the best practices of those agencies to make sure that they're meeting the professional standards. That's what's needed in Berkeley County. You need a professional. You need someone that knows every function, not just a good cop, but somebody that knows how to administer and manage. And I'm that guy for you. Thank you.
Group 2, here's your question, and we'll be starting with Lieutenant Isgett. If elected sheriff, what will be your first priority?
My name is Dan Isgett. It's been said a lot here that I've always said that my first priority was restoring trust. Without trust from the community and the partnership with the community, you have a police state. And you can't get anything done in a police state. You can't force your way. You've got to build these partnerships. So some people will say, oh, we're going to focus on drugs. That's going to be a priority. Or we're going to focus on domestic abuse. But if you don't build trust in your community, you can't be successful in any of these areas. So I'm going to make sure through communication, starting with me, and by the way, 224-4760 is my phone number. It's on this newspaper. That was for YouTube. And everybody in Charleston County I've dealt with in community services has my personal cell phone number. That's my personal cell phone number. Communication, transparency, and holding people accountable. So if you have a complaint and you're not getting the service that you expect, I want to hear about it. Thank you.
I guess we're now to Nash. During a state of emergency, whose authority will the people be responsible to in Berkeley County?
Hi, Dan Isgett. That's a pretty good question. I had to work through Hugo. I don't know if the rest of these gentlemen have or not. Good God, I never want to work through another hurricane again. I have been assigned to our Emergency Operations Center for a long time, and I also was the commander of our Cobra team, which is a Seabird unit. We mitigate emergency and stuff. So it depends on what type of emergency it is who has the final authority. So I think everybody's, active shooter, if it's a law enforcement event, the sheriff's going to be in charge of that. If it's a fire emergency or something, then it's going to be the fire. But we got to just make sure that we have these partnerships with everybody in emergency services, and that we work together as a team for the citizens. Thank you.
Lieutenant Isgett, next. What question would you like? The Ferguson question.
Actually, I want to address every question, so I will stay here as long as I need to answer every question from any of y'all, so feel free to stay and ask me those. But I wanted to address Ferguson because I believe an incident we had at the Charleston County Sheriff's Office is the way to handle that kind of incident. We had an officer-involved shooting involving minority person that was shot by non-minority deputies. What we have to do is get away from this old school idea of saying this is a ongoing investigation and we cannot give you any information right now. You got to give them something, or the news is going to go to somebody that's not telling the truth. So you got to show up and see. You got to take the people that's involved and get them out of there so there's not agitating. And then we had a person at the scene that was yelling and causing a lot of problems. And we went over and addressed him. Now, did we knock the heck out of him? No. We talked to him and showed him respect and solved that issue. So I'll talk some more about that. Thank you. Dan Isgett.
Now entering the final phase, where each candidate will have a 15-second opportunity to give closing remarks.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dan Isgett, and I've been out in the community and I've heard you. You want change, you want a professional, you want someone that's an expert that knows what they're doing. And I'm here to tell you that you are going to have a sheriff's office that you're going to be very proud of. I'm going to promote the good things that we do, and there will be abundance of them. And you will be proud again for your sheriff. And I will make you this one promise, that I will never do anything to embarrass you or Berkeley County. Dan Isgett for sure.